Woo-wee. That was fast. All right, what's up, guys? I found this Ooni door on Etsy. It looks pretty nice, actually. But the hope behind this is that it will help close this off rather nicely. Looks like a decent fit, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. The hope is that this will close off in the Ooni, so that way we can trap heat a little bit better. So we'll see. With it came 2 little hinges that will go right there. We've got the brackets that bolt literally right up into here. Looks pretty easy. And then a little handle for the Ooni. Everything's off right now, obviously. I'm gonna do a before and after just to kind of check it out. But from the looks of it, all this needs is a Phillips head screwdriver. Because all of these are just Phillips heads. So we'll see how this works out. I'm gonna really quickly take off all of the nuts on here just to make my life a little bit easier, but they came nicely all put together and they look like they're all the same size. All right, so that is done. So instructions look pretty simple. Underneath you'll find these 4 holes that really aren't used for anything at this point in time, but they are threaded already. So this is looks like it's just going to take advantage of the holes that already exist. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with one here. Oh, never mind, they're not threaded. That's okay. That's why we have these nuts. And I'll just go ahead and put the first one in. And there's one. And then the second one, it's nice that they're on these like little rails because it makes it a lot easier to line up the hole. There we go. And I'm just hand tightening it right now so that way I can adjust this however I need. And we'll do the other side. Some of the metal is a little not great looking, so it's not the best machine work I've seen, but better than what I can do. Obviously, I took out my pizza stone already that was in here. And then one more. So far, so good. All right, step 1 is done. Those are in place. Again, I'm just making these hand tight so this is still flexible for me to adjust if I need to make it perfect for the door. All right, next up we're going to put on the hinges. It makes it pretty obvious which one goes where because these are wider, so they'll obviously go on that versus the thinner piece. So that obviously clamps shut like that. Okay, so I'm guessing this goes like this. Let's see. And then, yeah, because that'll close all the way up. Yep, okay. So let's go like this. One in. And these ones I will tighten up just a little bit just because we don't want much play in this part. Actually, no. Because I'll probably want to be able to adjust the slide a little bit. Make it just tight enough. There we go. All right, next up, we put this, yep, holes line up pretty nicely. Okay, we're gonna do the screw side in because it's the flatter part. Actually, does it look like, yeah, it looks like we want to go on this on the inside. Yep, this is why they probably recommend to put the door on first. Just gotta get that first one in and then the rest should be easy. There we go. I cheated a little bit. It's all right. It works. Now that it's on there, it should be easy. There we go. Now we got to make sure we adjust, make sure it all fits and lines up. There we go. So lining that in place. Oops. And screwing this on. There's one. And then the last screw. All right. Well, it's on. This is why you keep it loose to start, so that way you can adjust it. Looks like you want to go all the way up against. Okay. Leave it just like that. And then I'll tighten these screws underneath. That way this doesn't have a ton of play. If you have a small screwdriver, that's handy for this situation because there's not a ton of room down here. Obviously this isn't like load bearing or anything like that, so you don't need to make it too tight. All right, not bad. I think we are relatively lined up here, left to right, so we can tighten those up. Tighten that, and that, and that. There you go. Well, I guess I should have tightened these first because that doesn't work. Whoops. Order of operation, left to right should be first. So we'll do, just make sure. Okay, that's good. And then tighten these first. There we go. There we go. I'm also holding the nut while I'm doing this, just to make sure I provide enough tension to where I can tighten it nicely. All right, push in all the way, and re-tighten. It's a wonder that they have these holes here to begin with. It makes you think that the Ooni was built with a faceplate in mind, but We'll see. All right, let's make sure it fits. Seems to close. All right, let's put on that handle real quick. Last but of course not least, just like that. Let's make sure we're nice and tight. Again, having a small screwdriver is really handy here. And there we go. So I gotta pull that forward a little bit so it goes down all the way. There we go. And that's all there is to it. Not bad. All right, next up I'm gonna test it out to see how it all works. But so far it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, next up I'll have to cook with it and without it to see how it does. All right, we're gonna put our pizza stone in here now. There we go. Doesn't look like any issues there. All right. Do I recommend it? Sure. If you have 75 bucks to spare, you don't mind tinkering a little bit and adding the little features to your oven. Again, I did buy this off of Etsy. I'll put the link in the description below so that way you can check it out for yourself if you're interested. It came in about 10 days or so. Not too bad considering they're built to order according to the Etsy site. And that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. We'll see you next time.